Blockchain Bernie here, broadcasting live from fabulous Las Vegas. This time, I just want to show you, I put $39,000, I think it was a little bit less, 38 something, into Kamino. So Kamino is one of the up and coming DeFi platforms on Solana. And why did I put it into Kamino? Because they have announced an airdrop and they have a points program, right? So we can earn points now. And then with these points, we can qualify for the airdrop, which is just awesome, right? So I thought, like, why just not take some amount? Why didn't I do a larger amount? Well, it would have been a little bit unwieldy for me to get it all, out where I have it right now and stuff like that. And, I just wanted to try it out. And I don't have that many days until March 31st. So that's their snapshot date. So they take a snapshot of all the points that we have on March 31st. And then in April, there's going to be the airdrop. So I'll show you how it has worked out for me so far. Let's dive in. So this is the Kamino website here, app.kamino.finance/my-portfolio. So I'm on the My Portfolio side here. And you see, in just 3 days or so, with my $38,000, I've earned 684,000 points. And you see the points counting up here. I love these counters here. We have the same, by the way, on our Xandeum site. So if you have a Xandeum node, you bought a Xandeum node, you will collect your Xan tokens each and every day. And you can see it on our page as well. So the rewards are ticking through. And I love that animation. And I see that same animation right here. 684,000 points. Sounds like a lot. And probably I will have over 2 million by March 31st, which is their snapshot date to qualify for the airdrop. So what did I actually do here? I'll show you that. So they have a couple of things that you can do on Kamino. You see it up here in their bar, in their top navigation bar. You can borrow and lend. So it's just a lending platform. You can provide liquidity to pools, right? Where people can trade, people can swap one token into the other. And for people to be able to swap, they need liquidity. So I'm providing that liquidity into that pool so people can make their swaps. And when people make swaps, guess what? They pay fees. Fees are super low on Solana in general, and fees are also super low on swaps. But that's why so many swaps are happening each and every day. And, the chain is really being utilized these days. We have almost 1,000 real payload transactions, 1,000 each and every second on the Solana chain. Can you believe that, right? So that does not include those vote transactions. Those are extra, right? Just the payload, the true transactions, it's, 600, 700, 800, 1,000, depending on which second we're looking at. But yeah, I mean, the Solana chain is really being used by people these days. All right, so here we have that dashboard again. So I provided liquidity into a pool so people can swap. And I also lent out my SOL here to them, right? So with the liquidity, I provided liquidity to the JUP SOL pool. Why did I do that? I still had my 9,500 JUP tokens from the Jupiter airdrop, right? So I received these 9,500 JUP tokens for free, and I matched them with some SOL tokens here. So I put that in. And this gives you an APY of over 200%. So how can that be, you're asking, right? How can we have 201.27% in APY on this pool? The answer is simple. If I provide liquidity to that pool, and that's what I'm doing right now, right? For providing that liquidity, I will earn a cut of the trading fees. So every time someone swaps JUP for Sol or Sol for JUP, I will get a cut of the trading fees, of the swap fees, right? Isn't that awesome? And since people are swapping so much, and since the price of JUP and Sol is quite correlated at this point in time, I'm earning that high of an APY. So if you provide liquidity to any of these swap pools, make sure you get a pair that is quite correlated, right? If you do Sol USDC these days, it's not so correlated because Sol is going up all the time and USDC obviously is staying the same. So you will have what's called impermanent loss. And impermanent loss is a nice term in DeFi. It's actually not so impermanent. It's mostly quite permanent. I don't know why it's called impermanent loss, but that's just a term that's being used. You can have that loss if the prices of the two assets diverge, right, wildly, right? But I don't think the Jupiter token and the Solana token will diverge that wildly. So I assume, like, at least for the next few weeks, they will go quite hand in hand. And that's why I have that high APY here. And look at that. I did that 3 days ago. And this was just, what was this here? Do they tell me how much of the liquidity this is? Not so sure. So this seems to be 16.7K, right? So I put in, oh yeah, here it is. Total value, 16.77 thousand US dollars. And in 3 days, I earned $2,586 in just a few days, you know. But that's mostly the price appreciation of the JUP and the Sol token. So yeah, they give me the breakdown here of how this happens. Both the JUP and the Sol went up in price in the meantime. That's included in this P&L here, as far as I understand it. And yeah, but you know, I got $200 in trading fees and swap fees. People swap JUP for Sol, Sol for SUP. They Sol for JUP, and they paid fees for that, trading fees, swap fees. Super low, only 0.3% or something, but I believe half of that goes to me in this case because I'm the one providing the liquidity, right? Among with many others, of course, right? So yeah, that is, I can, you know, that's how it's going here. And then I'm also lending out my Sol. So I had one Sol wallet with, you know, some Sol in it, $26,000, and you know, the APY here is like, I don't know, 5 point something percent. That's obviously less than I could get for my Sol if I stake it to our own validator, the Xandeum validator. But I wanted to try this out, and that's the reason also I took a small amount. I'm lending it to Kamino, right? And then people can borrow again. If someone wants to borrow Sol from Kamino, they use my Sol that I provided them. I lent it to them, right? So I'm earning interest. As you can see here, the interest is not as high as it was here for the trading fees, but for the borrow lend, they give me a 5x boost on the points that I'm earning, right? So that's why I did that. I thought, like, okay, let's use some of my Sol here. It was in a separate wallet. I haven't staked it yet, and let's just lend it to Kamino. I'm getting 1 or 2 percentage points less than I could if I staked it, but I'm getting these points, and with the points, I'm getting an airdrop, and I hope I will get more, hopefully way more than had I staked it just to a validator. So it's kind of fun, these games here that we're doing with these points programs and the airdrops that are going on. I will keep you posted how it's all working out for me, how many tokens I will get in the airdrop based on these 2 million points, 2.3 million points that I likely will have by the end of March. And then we're all obviously eager to see at what prices the Kamino token will be listed in April, right? But yeah, so this is a nice side thing for me. Just put some of these tokens to work here, and yeah, you know, we're already 684,000, right? When the video started, where were we? I forgot, 600 something, right? 680 or so. So yeah, points are accruing fast, and then, by the way, the more people make points, the more the airdrop will be shared, right? So the Kamino said it's going to be linearly attributed, and they will do the snapshot, and then let's say in the snapshot we have 1 billion points for everyone, and then let's say they want to give out 1 million tokens. That means for 1,000 points, you would get 1 token, right? Just as an example, right? I don't know how many points there will be. There's a leaderboard here. You can see that. And I don't know how many tokens they give out. Maybe 1 million, maybe it's something else. Yeah, so that's how it looks like. Yeah, 685,000, right? So things are moving fast here. And yeah, we again, we see everything here, the 200% APY that I talked about, the total fees that I got, the PNL that I made in just 3 days with this token pair here by providing liquidity. And then this one, not earning so much rewards, but earning a lot of points, because that drives up my boost factor. You see 3.4x boost. That's kind of a blend between the 1x boost that I have for providing the liquidity and the 5x boost that I have for the lending here. All right, so if you like videos like that, please destroy that like button for me. It means the world to me. And also leave me some comments here if you have any questions about points, about airdrops. And as you know, Xandeum also has their points program up and running. You can see it at points.xandeum.org, right? So let me show that to you also. Let's type it in here, points.xandeum.org. Boom, and you see it here. So you can select your wallet here, connect your wallet, and then participate in the Xandeum points program, right? We haven't announced an airdrop as of yet, but you know, it might very well be. There will be one in the future, who knows? And you can all earn all your points here by, you know, buying a VNode, buying a PNode, following us on Twitter, etc., etc. We will soon have points to be collected for each and every like on the YouTube channel, each and every comment you leave here, and that will be retroactive. It'll be retroactive to 1st of January this year. So each like and each comment that you do on this YouTube channel, and the same is true for our Twitter and X channel, it'll give you points, and you can claim them right here on points.xandeum.org. All right. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and catch you later. Peace.